try to use poetry to share my testimony and my history with that. Uh, in the passion of lust, my parents conceived me. Generational curses deceived me, and with open arms the devil received me. Born in sin and shaped in iniquity, these chains of blasphemy keeps me imprisoned. I'm trying to be reminded that he has risen. But it was me who was really rising. It wasn't surprising that my demise were them eyes. She was just as old as I was, and I learned so much from my older uncles and my older cuz. Yeah, I was an X-man, more like a triple X like Van Diesel. So now here I am like a little weasel out in the streets like a dog searching for a bone, like I'm lost, gone astray with no home. My master has become the devil, and I can feel him bringing me down to this lower level, thinking that I'm equipped to fight this war. And even at the age of 12, I'm thinking that I can't take anymore, so I'm lost on alcohol. So I guess you could say I'm a preteen alcoholic. Or whatever you want to call it. But some say you too young to know this or that. But I was called curiosity because even at that age, I was into killing that cat. Yeah. Some say that seems like it ain't right, or you know right from wrong. But even at 12, you need the spirit to try to stay strong. But it's another spirit that follow you, that creeps into your mind and bother you. They call it wet dreams. Nobody to teach me how to deal with this dream, but they shot us illusions of an American dream. But still, I'm trying to search for those skirts in church. Thinking I can make them scream like I seen on the TV screen. Yeah, addicted to porn. So I began to take on that form, thinking this is what a man shall be. Even my uncles was a D-O-G. So even as a pup, I figured I'd grow up to be a dog. And here I am searching for these women like I'm lurking in the fog. Yeah, I'm going to catch up with you. I'm going to find you. I'm going to use poetry to come up and blind you. But some say that I'm underage. But when it comes to the devil, he uses you to turn that page of your life. It's not even your will. Some say free will, but I wasn't a whale in the water. I was just a fish in the sea, and there were so many women that I was trying to see. And at 13, I was already letting my fly run free. Wasn't no trap for me, except for what the devil created. So I'm using great words, weed and alcohol to have them women sedated. I'm only in middle school, but she in high school. I figured that would make me look real cool to the fella. So now I got a resume. I had so many words to say. So she was drawn in like I was drawn in. Even though my pastor was the preacher for 50 years, I overlooked the preaching of sin. At that time, wasn't afraid of going to hell. Because I figured if I wrote this book, I would have a story to tell. How many women do I have on my list? I can still remember the days of the first kiss. So now I try not to reminisce, because it's God who came and gave me that kiss. A kiss of life and a kiss of love, helping me rise up above all of those things that were underneath. And now it is he who helped me keep myself and my sanity. And something like that.